Welcome to our series about the best neighborhoods in Surrey. And this is all about Whalley today and why I think Whalley is probably one of the best communities anywhere for anyone that is new to Surrey and getting into the market. Now, the Whalley, or Central City as it's now called, it can be great for anyone. And there's all different types of properties and styles of homes that are available out there. But I am a true believer that if you are new to the area, this is an area that you definitely want to consider. And today's video is all about the reasons why I think you're going to want to pay attention to it, especially if you're a first-time buyer. So if that sounds good, let's get into it. Hey, my name is Darren, team leader with the German Group and realtor with McDonald Realty in Surrey BC. This YouTube channel, if you're new here, is completely dedicated to everything real estate, but most specifically, anything to do with moving to Surrey, White Rock, or South Surrey, British Columbia. If you want to stay up to date on all the information for those areas or anything to do with real estate in British Columbia, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time we release a new video that's going to be of a ton of value to you. Look, we get calls and texts all the time from people looking to relocate or move to the areas that we serve. So if you are someone that's thinking of moving to these areas, whether it is in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, be sure to use the Zoom link to set up a time to speak with us so we can help make sure that your move is a smooth one. All right, so let's paint a little bit of a picture here. You're someone that's moving to a new place that's far away from where you're coming from. And you're feeling a little anxious inside because maybe you don't know everything you need to know about the community. And look, it's a big move. It feels like a lot. So you want to learn absolutely everything you can before you do that. Well, that's what today's video is about, most specifically or more specifically about the Whalley or Central City neighborhood in Surrey, which, as I said at the start of the video, I think is absolutely perfect for new to the area or first-time home buyers that have never owned a property before. If you don't have an idea of where to end up in the city of Surrey, well, you're going to hear directly from me, a local of the area who's lived here my entire life, about the 5 reasons why I think this area is the one that you want to pay attention to. And as I said before as well, this is great information whether you are a first-time buyer, new to the area, or maybe you've got a family and need more space. There's all sorts of homes out here, but these are the top 5 reasons why I think first-time home buyers should pay attention. First on our list is the transportation in the Whalley neighborhood. So there is the SkyTrain, there is significant major bus loops in the area, and there is major highways and bridges to get out of town relatively quickly. Look, when you're a first-time home buyer or maybe in the younger generation, you want to be able to have freedom to be able to access all the incredible things that the Lower Mainland has to offer. And most specifically in the area of Whalley, you have access to the SkyTrain that easily connects you with direct routes to Coquitlam, Burnaby, Vancouver, Richmond, all over the Lower Mainland. You can get wherever you need to go relatively quickly. If you need to commute for work, or you want to visit your friends in downtown Vancouver, or you want to experience some of the incredible dining opportunities or entertainment that is in any of the cities in the Lower Mainland, this allows you complete, easy access to jump on the train and get to where you need to go relatively quickly. Not only that, but if you find yourself living in the Central City or Whalley neighborhoods, this means that you may be able to go on without a car. Look, parking is expensive. Owning a car is expensive, and having these incredible transportation opportunities just outside your front door certainly makes living in the city a lot easier. Not only does it make it easier, but you're also going to have a much better time getting to explore everything the Lower Mainland of British Columbia has to offer. So having awesome transportation in downtown Surrey, Whalley, Central City, whatever you want to call it, is certainly a huge perk that you're going to want to consider. Next on our list is all about how downtown Surrey, which is Whalley or Central City, is an incredible investment if you are someone that's looking to build your portfolio or just trying to make a really good decision when it comes time to buying your first property. You've got everything in downtown Surrey that you could possibly want, from universities, a huge shopping mall, easy access to all of the Lower Mainland, tons and tons of commercial opportunities, and tons of residential towers and homes. But this area is only gonna get busier. You've also got a monstrous employer in the area, which is Fraser Health Authority, Surrey Memorial Hospital, and almost anything to do with healthcare that surrounds that. With the universities and all this other stuff in the area, there is always going to be a high demand to live in Whalley. Now, here's a really interesting thing that you may or may not have known. By 2029, it is projected that Surrey will overtake Vancouver in terms of size of population. This is a number that's provided by BC Statistics. So I want you to consider something for a second. If it is significantly less expensive to live here, that is in Surrey over Vancouver, and the population of Surrey is going to overtake Vancouver in 2029, what do you think is going to happen to the prices out here? Do you think the prices of real estate are going to continue to increase? What I can tell you is over the last 10 years, the benchmark price of a home in Surrey is up 140% when compared to Vancouver that is up only 41%. This means that Surrey has increased in value almost threefold compared to Vancouver over the last 10 years, and I don't think it's done doing so. You buying a home in Surrey, especially your first home in Surrey, is going to be great because it's going to be an excellent investment. Number 3 on our list is the great career opportunities that exist in Whalley and the city center. Look, when you're new to an area, finding work can be incredibly difficult and frustrating. And if you're moving here without plans to already take on an existing job opportunity, I've got some really good news for you today. Just simply jumping on to Indeed.com, which is one of the bigger job sites that's used out in this area. As of the time of filming this video, there was 9,614 jobs available within 10 kilometers. There was over 2,600 jobs that paid over $30 an hour, over 860 that paid over $40 an hour, and over 320 jobs available right now that paid over $50 an hour. With so many job opportunities within just 10 kilometers of Surrey, your career opportunities are absolutely endless. I mean, being in a big downtown core with all sorts of commercial and different enterprises looking for people like you to come work, you're gonna have no problems finding employment when you come to the Whalley or Central City neighborhood. Another reason that Surrey is so excellent for young people is just how absolutely affordable it is. I mean, look behind me, look at the construction always happening in this area. There's always more being added all the time, and the amount of housing stock coming to this neighborhood is absolutely incredible. Now, let's talk a little bit about the affordability. We did a video on this relatively recently about all the pros and cons about moving to Surrey. And I want to make sure you check that out because we got into the details about, let's say, Vancouver versus Surrey as an example, and what you might pay living in Vancouver versus living in the city of Surrey. So it looks just like this right here. Be sure to check that video out, but I want to let you know that this is one of the most affordable areas that you are going to find in the Lower Mainland. Probably good to add as well is while it is less expensive than a lot of the other areas in the Lower Mainland, that's probably not something that's going to last for an overly long time. So if you are someone looking at doing something, you probably want to try and get your foot in the door sooner than later. We're outside here at Surrey Memorial Hospital, and the reason I'm outside of Surrey Memorial is because I wanted to also let you know about the demographics in Surrey, and they are consistently getting younger and younger, with major employers in the area like Surrey Memorial and a lot of the universities in the area. So you've got like Simon Fraser University as an example, a huge university of British Columbia, UBC location that's going to be going on just on the corner, very near here. It is an incredibly young demographic in this area. In fact, in 2016, it was shown that 23% of the population in the Whalley neighborhood was between the ages of 20 and 35. So what's really great about this means with major employers like this, with all the universities in town, there is going to be lots of younger people in this area. And as the city of Surrey continues to add more amenities and more things for families, you're going to find many, many more younger people living in this area. So that really concludes the 5 reasons that I think the Whalley or Central City neighborhood is the perfect spot for a first-time home buyer or somebody new to the area, especially if you're in the younger demographic. Now it's your turn. I'd love to hear from you. If you're someone that lives in the city of Surrey, please leave a comment below and let everybody know about all the reasons you love to live here. And if you're someone that is from out of town looking to relocate to the city of Surrey, well, let us know what questions we can help answer, and either myself or the community that watches our videos will get back to you and let you know all the things that you need to know to make a great decision. And lastly, don't forget to check out our Living in Surrey playlist. We're going to be releasing these local area videos, letting you know about the best places we think to live in Surrey and even who they are going to be perfect for. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not only subscribed to the channel, but you've got that notification bell set up as well so you don't miss anything. Hey, look, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.